Those are messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, get on his ass real quick one time. 144, bitch.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they trade that beat, I ride that business like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this law, told that bitches either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer boy. Took a sock, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shane Shaw. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harper Free. Try to hope me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Throw them boys, we taking note. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then me my house shoes. Don't make excuse, grateful, gotta show them U.P.K rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they trade that beat, I ride that business like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this law, told that bitches either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the cow, then when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bang, got them tied down and out there. You can't do with them steps, them niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they create that beat, I ride that bitches like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, told that bitches either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our car. And I just made it call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is the breakdown, you know what I mean? Podcast with Officer of 1,000, Abadawan. You understand? Every Friday, you know what I mean? This is the podcast where we break down the strongholds that hold back the children of Israel. You know what I mean? Talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? So, tonight we have an interesting show. We're going to talk about Carnival. You understand? And as the title suggests, Carnival has always been, you know what I mean, our LGBT has always been a part of Carnival. You see, this should be interesting. You understand? As well as we're going to touch upon the constitution reform. You know what I mean? Of course, Jamaica is trying to, you know what I mean, banish the British monarchy. See? So we're going to touch upon that too. In the meanwhile, remember to like this video, share upon all social media platforms. Subscribe to the Breakdown YouTube channel. You understand? Get the subscription up. Press the like button and leave your comments. All right, sir, without further ado, where you want with Ed now?
All right, hold on, put on I.S.U.P.K up there.
It was a ladder, there's a ladder in the back.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Can.
Oh, come on, start.
Put the sound on.
Oh, man.
I.S.U.P.K, New York, you're live. Yarba Shemi Shabra confirm.
Oh.
There's a ladder and stuff in the back. I was wondering like what's going on.
God, you just stop. I can't hear you right now, so just slack. I'm not interrupting too hard. I can't hear nothing right now, so you can just go ahead with the thing until we get this right over here. Carnival and Abadawan and Carnival, you know what I mean?
All right, cancer, no sweat, no sweat.
Put me
All
on
right.
mute so we can get this started.
When you decide to come back in, just let me know, all right?
Yeah, that's what you did. You too.
All right, so Officer Azab is preoccupied at this moment. So, sir, which part you want we go now? You want to jump straight into the carnival subject?
We can touch the thing there. Start with the constitution reform. Hopefully by them coming we can, I'm saying, preoccupied with something.
Yeah, he must sort out something. Not sure what, but him say when him finish.
Was that what he said?
Yeah, he might get something. He wasn't specific, but you know what I mean. Him say he might deal with something. Might get something in order, so to speak.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna touch upon the topic of constitution reform. See, so this article is a Gleaner article, and it says constitution reform. Salakia. You say something, sir?
La.
Okay, can. This says constitutional reform committees phase 1 work likely to be reduced. Malu 4. It says the work of the Constitutional Reform Committee, the CRC, in its first phase is likely to be reduced to just the removal of the British monarch as Jamaica's head of state. Legal and Constitutional Affairs Minister Marlene Malou Ford says, the minister who chairs the 50th made the disclosure today and made certain about certain concerns about whether public consultation can be completed on all aspects of phase 1 work in time to allow a bill to be tabled in Parliament next month. The committee was set up in March to oversee the reform of the 61-year-old Constitution. Its work has been scheduled in 3 phases. The first phase includes a focus on repatriation of the Jamaican Constitution, the abolition of the constitutional monarchy, establishment of the Republic of Jamaica, and all matters which the deeply entrenched provisions of the Constitution, which amendments are desired and required, according to document released by the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs in March. Malou Ford affirms today that work will continue towards tabling legislation in Parliament in May on the Republic issue, but she says there's serious consideration to push back the other aspects of phase 1. If we don't do something, how will we demonstrate to the people that we really are serious about the change? So as part of the reflection and consideration of all the issues, it may come down to a revision of how much is done in phase 1 all at once, said the minister.
All right. So basically, remember last week when we talk about the consultant they had, the Canadian consultant
Sir.
who was a LGBT person.
Right,
Right, so then get a lot of people leak out. A lot of people went against that. So then drop off all them changes they were them not think about, and just try to focus on removing the Queen.
Okay, everyone can.
But they are, me not say It's a work in progress, but when I hear them mention anything about how they're going to select a president, the way in which a president will be selected.
Right.
Yeah. The thing is, we sitting down here now, and they sitting down there now and say constitutional reform or remove the queen, and a lot of people would be saying yay, because for a number of years now we have been discussing that.
Right.
But I would want us to get in a situation like what reached the black communities back in the days of integration. When the government came up with public housing, everybody said, yay, the government is going to provide housing for people.
Right.
Cheap housing. And we all see how that turned out both here in Jamaica and in the United States.
Right.
In the United States, it became the projects. In Jamaica, it became what?
The garrison.
Ghetto. That's the first ghetto. Before that, they used to say shanty town.
Right.
And then when the government houses, them now start to, what I call them, regress. They become in need of repair and it's not being repaired and all that. Then start calling, and the broken down social structure that came with it.
Right.
They call it ghetto.
So
we don't want a situation now where look good now and then 20 to 30 or more or even less years from now we actually make 2 steps back.
Right.
Because when they came up with it, same thing when they came up with the Jamaican dollar, well, some did happy, some never happy. Some did, especially, well, it was the Rastafarian community that said, give me back the money with the lion penny.
So that was British money. That was the British money,
Yeah, man. When we were in a colony of England, and then they came up with the Jamaican dollar. And people welcome the Jamaican dollar. The Jamaican dollar was performing good all the way up to the 70s. As a matter of fact, even up to 1990, the dollar wasn't so bad. The dollar was less than 6 to 1. And then after 1990, now the dollar get diarrhea. When they come in, talk about everything they do, our leaders do, they put it. They are very good marketers. That's all I can tell you. They are very good marketers. They come up with what they used to call it decentralization. Would it help people? The grassroots man know what that means?
Right.
Was it decentralization or was it centralization? And then they came up with what do they call it again? What I'm saying, right, free market economy. That was the thing.
Right.
The thing about free market economy was that yes, it removed the monopoly that was on Jamaica. Okay, you remember when they used to hear stories that certain families control Jamaica? Not it changed much, but economic-wise, there isn't much change. There isn't much. New York is on now. Shalom, Yabashim Yashai Brakata.
Shalom, Yahweh Shajab
Yeah, but-
Thumb. Can the water for
All
having
right,
me.
so we have
Okay.
gun one gun.
Officer
So
Azza
we have
about
officer
close.
Slackus, if you could say it again.
No, I was asking, is you and who on?
It's just me for now, you know what I mean?
Okay. Brothers can jump into, man. Welcome, other brothers.
Yeah. Pratiza, when he come back, I'm gonna put him on. Remember, Pratiza was telling you about he knows Spanish Town, and then and then you
Yeah.
said, "Oh, yeah." So he's gonna be back in a minute, you know.
Okay.
gun.
All right.
Yeah.
Right. So this constitutional reform is not to be done in a rush. Right? We here in the I.S.U.P.K, we're not in the business of trying to fix Esau's world. Right? That's not what we are in. But
Gun.
while we are in it, we
Yeah.
can fix the things that immediately affects us.
That's right.
Because when we were segregated prior to integration, when we had black people have their own community, black people have their own farmland, black people have their own businesses. Even here in Jamaica, black people have their own business. We were actually doing better as a people.
Right.
And how they market integration to us now. Yeah, man, you can get to go and buy where you want to buy at the same place where the white man buy. You can push your business. It's integrated, so your successful black business can now go into white communities. Well, where is the black business in the white community now? Maybe New York can answer this, since as you have way more white people in your areas than we.
Yeah.
Are there black businesses in white communities?
There is no black businesses in white communities. There's no black businesses in Chinese communities. There's no black businesses in black communities here. That's what we see. There's no black business in black communities.
Right.
You know what I mean? The only black community
integration.
Yeah, Can.
Finish what you're saying. We want to hear that.
Oh, I was saying the only black businesses in the black community will be the one, behind bars, or the one, illegal ones, the one in the back alley.
Gun.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yes, the
All
stairwells. The stairwells is the only,
Pushers.
Yeah. You know what I mean? The car truck man and them top there. You know what I mean?
You have few black people own a black restaurant in a black community. Because a lot of the Jamaican business abroad is owned by Jamaican restaurant is owned by Chinese.
Oh, Salakia Abada one. You have in the Bronx. You got a lot of in New York here also. That's true. But I've seen Jamaican wholesale market. When you go buy the Grace pepper sauce and you go buy a Scotch bonnet and stuff like that, it's a Chinese man own it. But then what we see now from about 3 or 4 years ago, what year now? 2023. So about say like 7 years ago, the Jewish man started buying all of the Jamaican restaurants up in the Bronx. I'm not sure about Brooklyn, but I know in the Bronx, the Jewish man bought all of the Jamaican restaurants, all the ones that people go in 3 in the morning when they leave from dance. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jewish man owned that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, all right. Now, what you just say, that's an excellent segue in the point that I wanted to make. Because the point I was making is that all the successful black businesses that could have been spearheaded in white community or Chinese community or any community, what they do is to buy it out. And they if it has the potential, they give you an offer that you cannot refuse. And they take it and spin it into whatever they want to spin it. By the way, Officer Kayadwan, you know Excelsior out here. What you know Excelsior to be?
So like the school or the biscuit company.
No, not the school. The All right. So you know it to be a biscuit company,
The
right?
company. Gun, sir. All right. Well, the biscuit company is one of the major pastry brands them in Jamaica. Very big pastry brand.
That's a biscuit.
Gun.
So basically, we in Jamaica actually know it to be
Our
a
crackers.
biscuit company, right?
Right.
Right, our crackers.
Gun.
All right, I'll show you something. I don't know if you can see this. Yes, you can see it?
1 second. Let me make it big on the screen, sir.
What's that? Corned beef?
No. All right, hold on.
That's the oats, right? The Fosca oats, and then you have the Excelsior corned beef.
All right, see it there.
Okay, so that's Excelsior corned beef. So look here.
And tin mac, and beside it you have a tin mackerel.
Gun.
So, I mean, as I have no Excelsior corned beef up there,
So look
I
here.
was
First,
shocked to see it because
Yeah.
it's a big brand in Jamaica,
Yeah.
but we know it to be baked products.
right.
I mean, we say tin mackerel, corned beef. I think probably sardine. You know, them little things that the common people would buy. And guess what? They're selling right where other Jamaican products are.
Right.
I see one of them even have fritters packet the fritters mix. You can get it abroad and you mix it and fry it yourself. And the festival mix. What is the black community getting from these?
Right.
Right? So my point is, when it comes to constitutional reform, is it a reform geared at benefiting us as a people, or is it a reform to benefit another set of people?
Right.
I'm not going to jump up and say, yeah, man, long time if you do this, blah, blah, blah. And at the same time, if I go to the North Coast, there are certain beaches that they're going to tell you that you can't go on.
Right.
You get my point?
Gun.
So, what is the benefit to the common man for constitutional reform when it's not the Constitution that is preventing us from going on a beach? It's not the Constitution that is preventing us from making certain economic strides. And we're not making it because we are lazy as a people. Certain doors not open. It's not the Constitution that is causing it. So now you're talking about constitutional reform. What is it that is going to be different?
God.
That is what I would like to know. Because
Salakia.
as far as I'm concerned, seeing where we are as a people as is now, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't have gone the road as independence, because economically we are not better off.
Right.
When we take independence in the 60s, we're not better off economically. Prior to independence, this was a debt-free country.
Right.
But it is suiting some people's agenda to get us here. So it's another set of people agenda we're going to. We now have to do what the most I say, separate. That's the
Right.
only way. That's the only way we can say, yeah, we're suiting our agenda. Let them do what they want to do and we separate. Coming to the truth.
That's right.
Let us separate under command in general. Yeah, we can build our own economy right here.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Without we have to worry about it, the Chinese, the Jewish man out here, they are not involved in politics, you know. They, well,
Everything
they're
good?
not involved.
Salakia. Might just be some connections. Salakia.
Go on. Okay, Abu that one.
All right, so
Are you there, sir?
I just attend.
The feed are cut up in the Abu that one. You can hear me good, Kairon?
Loud and clear, sir.
Yeah, you're new.
Abu that one.
Saying
If I
your
could,
person,
Slacky, go ahead.
your person I tell you if it's tapping eyes.
Oh, sure. You know
Right.
they move on
So
Google, you know.
basically, the other nations' involvement in politics, they are donors, you know, right? They are donors, and maybe that is where their biggest because you ever hear, you know, the saying, "He who pays the piper calls the tune."
Gone.
You ever hear that saying?
Gone, sir.
I cannot hear it,
Exactly.
can.
So they are not physically involved in the sense that we are seeing them in politics, but they do have a hand in politics.
Right.
Are they the ones calling the tune for the change of the monarch? I don't know. If they are the ones calling the tune, it's not for us. It's not. Even when you see a black president there, it won't be for us.
Right. Abu that one. If I could, I wanna add a
Right.
scripture onto what you're saying. You know what I mean? Maybe Cairo can pull it for me. You know what I mean? This is Daniel's 8 and
Gone.
25. Yeah, Daniel's 8 and
Gone.
25. And this is the thing that the Christians never ever bring out. I don't know. I don't know if have any of us in here, have you ever heard this from the Christian church before? Or maybe someone online on YouTube or somewhere can ever ask, or say whether they heard a Christian pull this scripture before. Right? Read the scripture there, Card one.
Gone, sir.
On to Abu Dawan's point, please.
Gone. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 25. And it says, and through his policy.
And through his what?
And through his policy.
And through their what?
And through his policy.
And through their policies that they make in their politics. Keep reading.
Can. Also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
So they use these politics to really destroy the Israelites.
Right.
In any country that we are. You know what I mean? They prosper with these politics. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
Canada one can. And he shall magnify himself in his heart.
Guyana and Trinidad, them is Indian countries.
Right.
You know what I mean? India, from Bombay and the people from the Bengal tiger and New Delhi, right? Them people run Trinidad and Guyana. You know what I mean? Jamaica is a state of China. That's what Jamaica is, man. Jamaica is a Chinese Indian country now because of these people who put their hand into these policies. Keep reading.
Canada one can.
Mm-hmm.
And by peace shall destroy
and
many.
by what? And by what?
And by peace.
And by warfare?
Peace.
And by bloodshed?
And by peace.
I don't see no Chinese man no gun, you know, with a army. I don't see no Indian man coming down the street with a whole heap of bombs and missiles to take over Jamaica. They come through the peace of these policies because it appears peaceful. But then every year the tax raise, and every year we have no business and they have all the business. And what do they do to us? Keep reading. By peace.
Canada one can. And by peace shall destroy many.
And then because of these Syrians, with all of their peace, and they walking on the street, and they're not doing nothing except walking into parliament, in and out. But Tivoli Gardens is, you know, on fire. Waterhouse is on fire. You know what I mean? Spanish Town. You know what I mean? Spanish Town is a broken down place. You know what I mean? The countries that they say have the best soil in the earth. You know what I mean? Is not producing to, like Abadawan said, all these things are not going to benefit us.
Right.
Because we are being destroyed by these peaceful politicians. Siaga and Michael Manley and Shahini and all these people. And these Shahini peoples. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
Canada one can. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes.
Yeah, he stands up against Christ, right? Daniel is referring to Christ. Christ is the prince of princes. We are the princes, Yasha Allah, the Israelites.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Christ is the son of the king. Yeah, the Most High, the king of the earth, it says in Isaiah and Daniel's. And Christ is the prince, the son of that king who is the Most High. He's the prince of princes according to this verse right here. And what Daniel is saying is this prophecy right here that what? But
Canada one can. But he shall be broken without hand.
And the Most High is saying that these Shahini and all these children of Siaga, Michael Manley and all these Dutch and Indian and whatever people that's in Jamaica, Jewish people, Sean Paul's people, all of Sean Paul's people, right? The Lord is saying that these people are going to be destroyed without guns.
Right.
You know what I mean? Without marching. I don't know what that marching thing is. The Lord is saying that he's going to destroy them without a hand. You know what I mean? It's going to be by COVID and starvation and you know, just things that are not without hands. The Lord is coming to destroy this place. You know what I mean? And this was on to Abadawan's point, all right? When you're ready, I got another one.
Right.
Salakia, sir, if I may.
You can push it, man. Yeah.
Salakia. Go ahead, sir.
Yes.
All right, Salakia, if I may, sir.
No, I said yes. I was just acknowledging you speaking. I said yes. Go ahead.
Oh, Salakia, there's a delay. One Salakia about that, sir. All right, so them a talk about constitutional reform, but them not give we back our real constitution. You understand, which is the Bible. See? Them not tell we that we are the children of Israel. You understand? The only constitution reform we can have is to come back to this constitution in the Bible as the children of Israel, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. That is the only way we ever come out of this situation. You understand? Coming back to our heritage, come to the I.S.U.P.K and the commanding general, YAHANNA. You understand? That is our constitution, coming to the Bible. Salakia,
Kaidwan, if I could Abadawa, if I could add on to Kaidwan's point there. Yeah, I mean, what you just said right there is heavy and goes over every Christian's head. Read the verse again, Card one.
Can. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 8 and verse 25. And through his policies, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
Right. So there's a man in the earth running around the earth claiming to be a Jew. Right. And this is not the man that we read about in this verse that is destroyed, because he's the one that prospers. The Jewish man has policies where he prospers, right? And he uses his craft to do what? To prosper in his hand. The Jewish man is prospering. Keep reading.
And he shall magnify himself in his.
He shall magnify himself in his heart. The Jewish man is magnified. You better never talk about the Holocaust ever, because he's magnified in his mind, in his heart. Heart means mind in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Don't ever say anything anti-Semitic, or you little poor man will be all over the news with all these rich Jewish men, because they are magnified in their heart. They bigger than they are to themselves. Keep reading.
And by peace shall destroy.
And by what?
And by peace shall destroy.
The Jewish man's weapon is violent. Or what's the Jewish man's weapon?
And by peace.
Peace.
And by peace.
Right. Shall destroy many.
There's a slight delay, you know. I mean, lucky for that. But by peace, the Jewish man destroys many. Crying about the Holocaust, when your 6 million Jews don't compare to 99 million Negroes that died on slave ships. It doesn't compare to 77 million Native Indians that died in the Americas. And then we find out that the Jewish man was one of the biggest slave traders and slave owners in Jamaica. You got a plantation called Zong, owned by the Jewish man in Jamaica. Jewish man owned slaves in Jamaica. Well, he prospered by these policies of slavery, and he prospers today. You know what I mean? But he's not the one destroyed. The Jewish man is not destroyed by peace. You know what I mean? He could complain that that they were being destroyed by what? By ovens. That wasn't by peace. So what? Daniel is not talking about him. Daniel is talking about us.
Right.
All right. Slacky. Go ahead. I'm done.
Okay, Slacky.
Hold on. You said a plantation in Jamaica name what?
Zong, Z-O-N-G. There's a book called let me get the name of the book for you, right? There's a history book about Jamaica, right? And it's called Zong, right? The Benjamites in England that got Jamaican parents like myself, right? They were the one who brought this out, right? And there's the plantation called Zong. All right.
They were the ones who won.
It was based on Jewish men that had slaves in Jamaica, if I'm not mistaken. All right.
All right. So what they did was they removed all that from our history book.
Con. Like, you know, even Abidal in response, he's never heard about it. I've never heard about it until the I.S.U.P.K. No Rastaman can teach this. You know what I mean? Because their knowledge and their research and their studies of history doesn't compare to the works done in the I.S.U.P.K. under command in YAHANNA.
That's right.
You know what I mean? No Christian can talk about this. They don't even know. They don't even know it exists. You know what I mean? I got it right here. This is I hope this is the right one. This is Zong, right? A Massacre, the Law, and the End of Slavery. and it's we only got a piece of the summary here. It talks about a British ship called Zong commanded its crew to throw overboard 1/3 of its cargo. Oh my gosh. A shipment of Africans bound for slavery in the Americas. All right. So Zong might be the name of the slave ship, right? But it goes into the Jewish man owning slaves in Jamaica. There's another book. I got to find the name of this other book too, about Jewish men owning slaves in Jamaica, right? Because there's plenty history of Jewish men with the curly fries down the side of their head and a top hat, with skin as white as the clouds in the sky. Jewish men wearing all black
All right.
to the ground. Yeah, with slaves in Jamaica. Go ahead about that one.
Yeah. Officer Kairon, you remember when we went to Spanish Town at the old Spanish Town Square?
Gone, sir.
You remember that time?
Gone,
All
sir.
right. You remember I show you a quarter farm with the fringes and thing?
Gone.
That was the time when that was a Jewish man ruling Jamaica. You could see in the quarter farm, you could see the fringes, you could see the Jewish symbols right there in the quarter farm.
Gone.
And yet still, where they are today in Jamaica, I've never seen what we saw in New York last Sunday. You know, they're walking around in a full black, just like we would see them on TV. I've never seen one of them in Jamaica like that. And they are here.
Right.
They are here. You have Jewish community in Jamaica. But I've never seen them dressed in all black.
Like them slack, sir, them incognito here in Jamaica.
Exactly.
God.
Right? And most likely they are the ones, they are the piper, they are the ones calling the tune of the piper.
God.
Most likely they are calling the tune.
Right. So like sir, I think Mark Golden have Jewish background.
All right. Come again?
So like I think Mark Golden, the leader of the opposition, I think his background is Jewish.
Oh yes, I forgot that one.
God.
So there is Jewish man in politics in Jamaica.
Right.
He has been in politics for quite a long while. Well, I don't know if he's a practicing Jew still, you know.
None of them are really.
When he became the leader of the opposition. Repeat? When he became the leader of the opposition, I think the person who won the Gleaner, or the person who was the chairman of the Gleaner company, was celebrating, and like what I say, yes, my friend, I run things in the politics now. And some people start to lick out and say, oh, hold on. What you are jump on and shout about with the capacity that you sit. And he was saying, well, you know, I resign, but it's my friend around things. They never come under no pressure still. Basically, he was saying that he was happy to see somebody from his community at the help in politics.
Right.
So there a lot of underhands will be played. Don't be surprised if when him stop being the leader of the PNP, yeah.
Oh, Slack, yeah. The scripture that that Daniel was saying too is right on point with what you're saying, because even when it comes to our own people in politics, right? to first be eligible in there, you have to show that you are absolute sellout and that you don't love the Jamaican people, that you look down on Jamaican people, and that you love all people. If you're gonna be black in politics in Jamaica, right? Also, right quick, I have this other book here, right? You have this other book right here. This is called this one right here, right? I don't know if you can see it. Right? It says the Jews of 18th century Jamaica, right? A testament history of a diaspora in transition, right? So this is the 18th century now, right? And you read, of course, this book is a very expensive book, but nobody buys it. That's why it's on sale today, right? I think I bought one before. I'm not sure if I sent you one of these before, Abadar one, right? It said I purchased it here. I don't have this book, so I don't know if this is the you got with when I sent down those books one time, okay?
No, I haven't seen that book.
Okay, Khan. It says right. Go ahead, carry on.
Salakia, sir. If you could purchase it on the Kindle, that could, you know what I mean? Could help, you know what I mean?
So Salakia, you know, is a whole heap of money that we Kindle for this book right here.
Salakia,
yeah, we don't really have that right now. So maybe if in the future, Lord willing, you know what I mean? If the price of the book don't go up,
right? Can
you know, so we bringing it out.
Salakia.
I mean, you know what I mean? Right quick. It says right here, an in-depth look at the Portuguese Jews. So these are Jewish people that lived in Portugal, right? Okay, you know, all of them come from Europe, right? The Portuguese Jews of Jamaica and their connection to the broader European and Atlantic trade networks. Now, what trade was going on in the 18th century, the 1600s, what's it right here? 1673 to 1815. What Atlantic trade are they talking about?
The slave trade.
Oh, thank you. So the Jews had slaves. Slavery. So the Jewish man in Jamaica was involved with slavery, even though they act like they didn't, and they act like they was never there, and they act like it was them. They were the main ones. It was them.
Right.
Salakia.
Can.
Con. Also, a lot of them out there was Portuguese background.
Con.
All right. So maybe we can move on.
Can. All right. Again, this is the breakdown. You know what I mean? On I.S.U.P.K. Jamaica pages, and also on the Breakdown YouTube channel. Remember to like, share, subscribe. You understand? Leave a comment whether you agree with the I.S.U.P.K. or you disagree. We know there's a lot of trolls at times in the comments. You understand? Do your trolling if you know what I mean, you feel the need to. All right, so we're gonna jump to the next story now. You understand, which is about Carnival and its immorality. See?
Slakia carried one. Slakia. Abadawa said something that was very heavy about 10 minutes ago about the people who are successful in Jamaica and building back the community, right? I just want to make sure that we bring it out instead of not bringing it out, right? If I could get Nehemiah right quick, right? Yeah, if I could get Nehemiah, right? So in Nehemiah right quick, our people, right? The people that we call Jamaican today, right? The Israelites of the Bible, right? They were in captivity, right? Right? And under the king, one of us became one of his handyman, or he called him a cupbearer, right? The king's name was Artaxerxes, right? So if you could start at verse 1, right quick.
Chapter 1, verse 1.
Babu Kusha.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Yeah.
The words of Nehemiah, the son of Akaliah, and it came to
Right.
pass in the month Chislew, in the 20th.
So this is Nehemiah, right? Give me verse 3.
Canal 1 can, verse 3. And they said unto me, the remnant that are left of the captivity there in the province are in great affliction and
That's us.
reproach.
That's us. Reproach meaning they are hated. People don't like Jamaicans. You know what I mean? You go abroad, people don't like Jamaicans. You see what I'm saying? And we are a remnant of people, right? Meaning we are a certain remainder of all of our people that are in captivity, and we are in captivity in Jamaica. And the people in the ghettos, in the shanty towns, like the brother was bringing up before, right? We are in great affliction in these shanty towns, in the ghetto, in the garrisons. All right? Keep reading.
Canal 1 can.
Huh?
The wall of Jerusalem also is broken down.
The wall of Jerusalem, right? Jerusalem was our capital city, and today our walls are broken. Keep reading.
Canal 1 can. And the gates thereof are burnt with fire.
And our gates are burned with fire, meaning what? We don't got no gates. We don't got no walls. Indian and Chinese walking with their business anytime they want to. You know what I mean? If they want to decide that they want to walk in and be the water commissioner, they do that.
Right.
Anytime they want to walk in and be what's the light company out there in Jamaica again?
JPS.
JPS. Anytime they want to be JPS, they come and be JPS. They be whoever they want to be, because we don't got no wall to say, yeah, this is our era, you can't do this, or you can only have that. They come in and be the boss for us. You see what I'm saying? Skip me down to verse 6.
Canal 1 can, verse 6. Let thine ear now be attentive, and thine eyes open, that thou mayest hear the prayer of thy servant.
Now, this is how Jamaicans are supposed to pray. This is what we're supposed to pray for. We in church praying about nothing. Wasting time in church every Sunday. Every Saturday, if you go to seven-day event, is wasting time. Hey, what's our prayer supposed to be like? Keep going.
Canal 1 can, which I pray for thee now, day and night, for the children of Israel thy servants.
For what?
For the children of Israel thy servants.
Our prayers are supposed to be to our race can be raised up above all the other races.
Right.
So that's what this means. The prayer is for the Israelites. It's supposed to pray for the Jamaican people. Keep reading.
Right. Canal 1 can. For the children of Israel thy servants, and confess the sins of the children of Israel, which we have sinned against thee.
And what are those sins? All the things that the Lord said to not do in the Bible. Christmas. Right. All this Christmas thing about what? Nothing. You know what I mean? Easter. When God never said bunny rabbits lay no eggs. Are we having Easter with bunny rabbits laying eggs? All this Valentine's Day garbage. Birthdays. All these sins that we do against the Lord. Abadawa knows all of them. You know what I mean? Because he teach people to not do them. Right? Abadawa was telling someone the other day that they shouldn't eat pork. And they shouldn't eat shrimp and crab and crab. You know what I mean? And willocks. And what is it? Mackerel. He just talked about it. You see what I'm saying? Because what? The Lord will be against us to put us in these captivities out here. All right? Skip me down to verse. Suck, you said something?
Yeah, sir.
Skip me down to who said that? Good? Okay, no problem. No problem. Give me verse 2 and 5.
Canal 1, Salakia, chapter 2 and 5.
Babu Gusha.
Canal 1
verse,
can.
Start of verse 4.
Canal 1 can. This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 2 and verse 4. Then the king said unto me, for what dost thou make requests?
So now you get up in the parliament, you get into politics, you get into some high place in society, you become rich or something, I don't know, right? and they asked you a wish. Here's what your wish is supposed to be. I don't hear no Christians ever talking about this, man. I don't hear no Christian talking about Nehemiah at all. Have you ever heard a Christian talk about stuff like this before? I don't think so. All right? Keep reading them, Kaido.
Gunner one gun. So I pray to the God of heaven. Verse 5. And I said unto the king, if it please the king, and if thy servant have found favor in thy sight, that thou wouldest send me unto Judah, and to the city of my father's sepulchre.
We're gonna go to the cities, right? Where our race of people are there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And do what? Read it.
Gunner one gun. That I may build it.
They may do what?
That I may build it.
That you may build it. You're supposed to take all your politician money and your politician rights and policies to build your own people in Jamaica. After the walls are being broken down, you're supposed to build back the wall.
Right.
Build back the gates. You know what I mean? But of course, without the I.S.U.P.K under Commander YAHANNA, without Abadawan and without Kaido being strongmen in Jamaica, of course, that voice doesn't exist. You know what I mean? That voice is just, that element just doesn't, it's just not there without, the mighty brothers in the U.P.K under Commander YAHANNA, right? Slucky, that's it, right? I'm done with that. We can go to the carnival now if you're ready, right?
Gunner one can. All right, so jumping straight into it. All right. It's just dancing. Academic defense walking up during Carnival road march. Sunday's Carnival road march not only saw beautiful costumes and partying, but as expression of culture through a myriad of dances and movements. As masqueraders made their way down the street of the carpet area, gyrating to the pulsing beat of soca and dancehall music. The sexual suggestive moves have caused much debate, with celebrities such as American recording artist Chance the Rapper being under the microscope for a video showing him walking up. People question, is it really just a dance? Speaking with the star dean of the Faculty of Dance at the Edna Manley School of Visual and Performing Arts, Marlon Sims, said that the dancing all comes down to intent and context. Within the Caribbean, there are several occasions that require dance for various reasons.
Hold on. You're running on a little bit. There's a lot of meat there. There's a lot of meat there. That give me that second paragraph again. Of course, dance is an art form, right? It's supposed to say something. That's why I said it's your intent. Read it again. Slakia.
Speaking with the star, Dean of Faculty of Dance at the Edna Manley School of Visual and Performing Arts.
So what the Star newspaper did now, they went to get, of course, the Star is not an expert on dancing. So what they did was they went to go get experts on the art of dancing, experts on the culture of dancing, right? Keep reading.
Marlon Sim said that the dancing all comes down to intent and context.
The dancing all comes down to intent. So one time you had a dance called Kung Fu Fighting, right? Protester, you know that one, right? Kung Fu Fighting, because their intent is about fighting, but they're doing it in a dance. And then you got Elephant Man that say, brush your teeth, wiggle your foot, because he's been a Christian. He's been a Christian in the morning, he's his foot in church. You know what I mean? And so look out the road. The intent, but this intent right here is about walking up the woman.
Salakis, I'm sorry if I may, you can't forget about capoeira. It was a intentional dancing, practicing to fight.
Capoeira in Brazil, right? Their intent was a dance intended to fight, right? But this one right here with Chance the Rapper, now, he come to Trinidad and he knows what this is. This is an opportunity to have sex with the girl that you can't have sex with, right? In
Right.
public. That is the intent that they're saying. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Connor one can. Within the Caribbean, there are several occasions that require dance for various reasons.
So they're saying in the Caribbean, right? There's several occasions, right? That might have different kind of dancings, and there's reasons behind these dances. So what's the intent behind walking up on the girl? All right, walking up is the phrase that they use, right? Sucky. You can go ahead now, right? My point.
Connor one can. So lucky, yes, sir. And I think what he's trying to do is basically, as you read further on, he's basically trying to say, well, it is not people going there to really have sex in the public, basically, or to demonstrate sex in the public. It's just them having fun. Continue read. So I'm saying, within the context of Carnival, it is the whole idea of masquerade, which is liberating, given that you are not yourself. You are behind the mask, and that way you can be whoever you want to be.
All up, Salakia. If you don't mind, Abeda one and Kayad one, Salakia, right?
No sweat, sir.
Imagine you're a famous politician, right? Imagine you're what's that big one they saying the other day? Who's the minister of finance right now?
Nigel Clark.
So imagine you're Nigel Clark, right? But you can't be seen in behavior acting in such lewd manners, right?
Right.
So you put on the mask, right? And you get out there with all the other mask wearers. So now it's anonymous. So you get to be this naked, freaky person in Carnival, because the man in Carnival don't wear no clothes neither, right? And you get, go ahead.
No, it's luck, yes, sir. Just to agree with you, sir.
Oh, come on. You know what I mean? But he get to hide his identity. Where if he did it with the mask off, there was a hey, yo, how you behaving like that in public? You know what I mean? You're gonna have to lose your position, right? That's my point.
Connor one can. And it says you can express yourself freely and openly because this mask has allowed me to do that. Within Carnival, there is a carnivalistic of body being liberated. It is taken out ownership of the body and saying that the body is my own. When you take off the mask,
right quick carried one, right? That's all of that is that's whore's language. All of the whores and all of the skettle them on the road, they all talk like that. This is my body, my choice. You don't tell me what to do. This is my body. You know what I mean? So this is what the people are saying. They are rolling with this demon called whoredom. All right, man or woman. You know what I mean? And they putting this persona on the way how they wouldn't usually act in the day. Right? Read a part again. You can do what? You can express yourself. What?
Connor one can. You can express yourself freely and openly.
Here's the problem. You don't usually act like this.
Right.
So who is the person that is expressing themselves freely? The demon gets to express himself freely. Because Carnival, we're looking at Carnival like, it's just man dancing with woman. But there's a carnival that we don't know about that we've heard about many times. There's rumors out there about gay people in these carnivals.
That's right.
And they get to be whoever they really are. They get to express themselves freely and what?
Connor one can. And openly because
and freely and openly. Why? Because the LGBT member always has his demon in the closet.
Right.
And then you also have these celebrities that say, oh, he's coming out. He's being open with himself now. He's coming out the closet. He's being out in the open. Because this is talking about the demon, except Christianity makes us unexperienced with demons. Even with us saying on this radio show here about demons, it sounds spooky, it doesn't sound right. But it has said you can express yourself freely. Why don't express yourself freely in the daytime? Why don't express yourself freely on the way to work? If you're being yourself. So wait, all this you're not being yourself, then who are you? Go ahead.
Right. Canada one can. You can express yourself freely and openly because this mass has allowed me to do that.
Then be like, that was who? That was Mr. Clark. Oh, I didn't know he get down like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's who he really is. I didn't know he was like that. Slucky, quick.
Canada one can. Within Carnival, there is the carnivalesque of the body being liberated.
The body being liberated. That's in the scriptures also. You see what I'm saying? About being weak to the flesh. Your flesh is now liberated, meaning your flesh is free to do whatever your flesh wanted to do. The thing that you hold your flesh from doing, where you stop your flesh from doing, that you stop your body from doing in public on a regular day, right? You put a chain on your body. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to hold your composure. But then there's a time at the carnival where there is this carnivalesque of the body being free and liberated and being who you really are. You know what I mean? You dying to rub up on the other man's woman.
Right.
You know what I mean? Dying to rub up on some 14, 15-year-old girl that shouldn't be out there sneaking out of her parents' house at nighttime.
Right.
Dying to rub up on some other man. Because that goes on there too. Or you're a man pretending to be a woman, dying for a man to rub up on you.
Right.
The body being liberated. Keep reading.
Canada one can. When you take off that mask, you put on your other mask, which is your suit and tie.
And the Bible talks all about that. You see what I'm saying? You put the meaning what? These two masks represent two different people. There's you who say, I want to stop smoking. One day I'm gonna stop smoking. I want to stop smoking cigarettes. I gotta get therapy because I want to stop smoking. And then there's the other you that says, oh, this right here, some good weed, and I wish I could do this forever.
Right.
Sing songs about weed and ganja, and what's all them Vibes Cartel songs that everybody's songs about all this weed and smoking the weed, because it's talking about two persons, one who doesn't want to do that, and then the one that does want to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Christ came to free us from this other mask. That's what the people in this carnival don't know, and they go to church.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? They don't go to voodoo school or they Sunday school was not the Obeah man. They went to church. They went to Seventh-day Adventist church, Baptist church, Anglican church. They went to all these churches. You know what I mean? And this is the lifestyle that they live, because that is not the fruit of Christ. Keep reading.
Canada one can. When you take off that mask, you put on your other mask, which is your suit and tie, and you go to work. He explained. He explained that even with persons dancing together, consent must be given, and participants have the freedom of doing the same moves by themselves for their own enjoyment. Carnival and dancing is a part of the Caribbean experience as well. A part of Carnival is the healing, letting go, being immersed in something where you can control your experience, and it is different from the humdrum of being in corporate or any other aspect of life. He shared.
And they said corporate for a reason too, meaning these are all quote unquote important people,
Gone, professionals.
professional people, which
Gone.
really are walking demons in suits
Right.
with skin, teeth, eyes, and hair. You know what I
Gone.
mean?
And Slakia, sir, how does a teacher who, you know what I mean, asks for the students in front of her daily to show her respect, then go to Carnival and expect that those children will show her that respect? After seeing her upon the teeth or wherever, shaking her ass naked in the middle of the street. You
Right.
understand? Slakia.
Okay.
All right, sir. We have Slakia, Officer Abadawan, you have anything you want to add before we jump into the origins of Carnival?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Carnival in Jamaica has always been gay dominated.
Right.
Always been. I remember
Got
early in the 90s, the late 90s, I got an occasion to be at Carnival. I was working, and the things that I saw, no gleaner, no, there was no social media around then, so it wasn't placed on social media that way. You had to have like a camcorder or something like that. It wasn't something that you would just take out your phone and catch. So, but the gay community has always been there. They didn't even the name LGBT. It's just gay community. But we are not the purpose of Carnival, or maybe if they know the purpose of Carnival, then they might think twice, because if they notice, Carnival always happen just about in the Easter time, when the pagans will be celebrating the god of fertility.
Right.
Ishtar. Right. And you have the eggs and the bunny. The bunny is for the humping and the egg is for fertility. And the carnival is to get the woman in that mood for sex, so that she can, get pregnant, which is why during this time there's a spike in birth rate 9 months after. Well, that was, you check 9 months after now where you fall into. You fall right into today we say Christmas, but back then it was Saturnalia. You would fall right into Saturnalia. And that baby that the woman would have, they would have human to sacrifice for Saturnalia, Feast of Saturnalia. Because back then it's not like now where you have abortion clinic and thing. So a woman would get pregnant, but she don't really want the baby. Well, go give it, do something with it. Go and give it to Saturn. Or sacrifice it to Saturn. Right? So all these things are pagan and our people don't know it. And they are way in above their head in idolatry without even knowing it. That's the big problem.
And Salakia, sir. Salakia. Salakia, sir. Didn't mean to cut you off. If I may, just to tell Officer what this picture is. This picture was posted on the Gleaner's social media. You know what I mean? As you can see, this is a man dressed like a woman. You know what I mean? Fitted out like a woman masquerading in you know what I mean, at Carnival. See? This is what they are now promoting at Carnival. You understand?
Here's the thing. It was probably always there somewhere, because they were not liberated.
Right.
They couldn't be open and freely about this like they used to.
Right.
But now, like Daniel said, through all of these policies that they're doing with all these gay people, this homosexuality craft, all this evil that is to be done to us, these things prosper. You know what I mean? And now, you know, here's a drag queen on, you know, the carnival. You know what I mean? I would love to be surprised, but I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? You know.
Gun. All right. So remember, like this video.
And Abidawan just said, suck a kite one. Abidawan just said carnival in Jamaica was always somewhat gay dominated. Cause I've never been to a carnival, so I see it on TV. You know what I mean? But I've never, you know, okay.
Well, it's just the Jamaican version of Mardi Gras.
Okay.
All right. Roman Festival of Bacchus. This was how it was celebrated back in Rome. Can I read it?
Can. So this article says Roman Festival of Bacchus. The Roman Festival of Bacchus, usually referred to as the Bacchanalia, which the word bacchanal come from as well. See?
Can.
Was a series of feast days held in honor of Bacchus, this Roman god of wine, ecstasy, freedom.
Oh, what? Did you say freedom?
Gone.
Did you say freedom, like liberated, like liberty and freedom, and openly expressing yourself freely and openly?
Yeah, I'm coming out the closet.
I'm coming. Oh, Khan. But hold on, wait. Kind one. Are you telling me, right? In 2023, they're using the same word with the same spelling, bacchanal, like back in Rome, in the time when Jesus the Christ died.
Khan.
Good night.
And Salakia, sir, this was basically what, when we were reading the article before, this was basically what the dean at the Edna Manley College was saying about liberating your body and all them things there.
Right. Exactly. So the spirit is the same.
Gun.
That's right.
Same vibe come all the way down. Someone can't come tell me say carnival is just for fun. No, it's not.
Right.
It's idolatry. You're celebrating Bacchus.
Gun.
And if I could, right, the most I said always to get 2 or 3 witnesses, you know what I mean? And we got this witness right here with this author right here. And then we got the other witness, right, from the other article. And then we have the Bible as the third witness. You know what I mean?
Right. Gun. This Roman god of wine, ecstasy, freedom, fruitfulness, and vegetation was always up for a party. His Greek equivalent was Dionysus, and preceded him by several hundred years. The priests of Bacchus were women.
Hold on, wait. The priests of what?
The priests of Bacchus were women.
Well, and I also know a lot of these churches suck up at that one. Say something about that one? Go ahead.
No, I was saying Bacchus, they got Bacchus that they are celebrating.
Right. But the priest was also a woman. Right. And I know a place today where the priests are also women, and in there you can be any disgusting person you are in there. That's when the priests are a woman. You know what I mean?
Order goes through the door. Oh, by the way, Bacchus came from Dionysus. Dionysus was celebrated in Rome as Diana as well. You know, there was a temple of Diana in Rome. Right. The temple of Diana evolved into the church. How did it evolve into the church? Diana was the god of the Roman fertility.
Right.
In the church, the god of fertility in the church is Mary. Hence they
Can.
say, Holy, how they say, Holy Mary, blessed are the fruit of thy womb.
Gone.
So it was Diana who
Yeah,
became Mary in
there
the
you go.
church.
True, true. To the Council of Nicaea.
Right.
Yeah, heavy, heavy.
So Carnival is fertility celebration. Holy Mary, blessed are the fruit of thy womb, that is fertility celebration. Bacchanal, fertility celebration. Mardi Gras, fertility celebration.
Gone.
It's all free sex, open sex.
Right.
But what they don't know is that this open sex leads into another idolatrous move, which is the dark side of Saturnalia.
Right.
Yeah.
If I could have that one. If I could
Yeah.
carry one, right?
Gone, sir.
What people are not saying is, right, which the UPK, most I willing, we're gonna pour this out on the street one day, right? That all this bacchanal and carnival and all these things, these are religious celebrations. It's not just
Exactly.
some. Yeah, this is a religious celebration. This is a religion. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's not just a time where this is just a day where everybody go and get naked and have freedom liberated demon sex, right? Where you rub on another man's woman and a man is pretending to be a woman. You know what I mean? This is all a religious celebration. It's like how we have the Passover in righteousness. They
Right.
have carnival in evil.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This is their religion. It's a religious celebration like Christmas, like Ramadan. You know what I mean? Like going to Mecca. I don't know what they call that thing when they all go to Mecca. You know what I mean? This is their pilgrimage. Carnival is a religious celebration.
That's right.
You know what I mean? God.
Gone, one can. And to add to your point, sir, it continues. The God was start to possess his followers during the rituals and free them of their inhibition and the shackles of social rules and norms.
So like, yeah. How about that one? You wanted to say something?
I was just laughing because it's the same thing what the dean at the college was saying,
Right.
right? You put on the costume and you be who you want to be.
Right.
And then when you finish and you take off the costume and go back, go put on your suit and tie and go back into your social norm,
Right.
meaning going back to your regular job. But it's the same thing that was celebrated before Christ.
For Christ.
Gone.
Yeah. You know, when Carnival first came in Jamaica, some Christians were wanted to lick out against it and said, no, this mustn't go on and blah, blah. Not knowing that it is you, the Christian, who is copying what they have. Because
Right.
they
Right.
were doing this before you start celebrating your Easter, which is really, the two of them is really the same thing. Because Easter is the celebration of Ishtar, the god of fertility, and the carnival is the celebration of the god of fertility, just the same.
God.
So that is probably that is why they didn't win that battle here in Jamaica. Carnival prevailed because a house cannot be divided amongst itself and stand. So Satan allow it to to prosper.
God.
And then Christian get involved in it too, some way or another.
And the Christians get involved one way or another. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Because
this yeah. Slacky, go ahead.
what you see on the street is just the revelers. There's a lot of behind the scene work. The sponsors, those who sponsor, those who do the heavy lifting and all that. Yeah, man, Christian involved. What about Christian involved?
Can.
That's
If I could have that one. And what you're saying here is so heavy too, because what they're showing right here is that Carnival is the real Easter.
exactly.
Yeah. Carnival. So all that Easter they're doing in church, that is look good Easter. That's just the one that looks civilized and act civilized. But the Carnival is the true portrayal of the religion. It's the true portrayal of that thing that they're celebrating called Easter. It is the action. It is, what I mean? It's pressing. It's getting in the same car that says Easter. I'm pressing on the gas in that Easter car. You know what I mean? The god of fertility, like you said, the bunny rabbits, the walking up and whining from the bunny rabbits, like Abadawan said, heavy.
And Salakia, sir, this article says Carnival's origin. Carnival in Venezuela is derived from Christianity.
Oh, say that again. Say that again.
It says Carnival in Venezuela is derived from Christianity.
So carnival in Venezuela, walking up and acting like bunny rabbits and dressing up like an animal.
Right.
You know what I mean? And being as free as a bird and acting like an animal. That's from Christianity, it's from church.
Yes, and more. All right, Venezuela, Venezuela, I think is a strong Catholic church in community there. So it's the same Roman Catholicism come down and give them that, because I think Rome still celebrate Mardi Gras. You know? Yeah, the Vatican have a thing. I don't know what them call it, but them parole. A long time I read about it. Say them have that. Anyone at the Pope and whoever want to get involved, them go ahead and get involved in it.
I know when the Pope and them go ahead, Abadawan, Slacky, go ahead.
No, I said I think theirs is done naked.
Can.
Mm.
And if I could add that one, right? And I know when the Pope molesting all them boys, you know what I mean? And I know there's a place, but there must be a place where they do it. You know what I mean? There must be some event, because the way I come out on the news is thousands of them. Like thousands of over here in Massachusetts, right? Massachusetts is 2 states from New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said there were some hundreds of thousands of boys over there fighting claims about being molested by these Catholic priests. So where do they get the time? Where do they find the months and days to molest all these people? What do they even talk about? Where do they find the minutes, the hours to molest so much people? You know what I mean? So okay, go ahead.
Gun, sir. It
Yeah,
continues
man,
by saying,
home. When I didn't get boys.
right.
Say it again, Abada. I didn't hear you. Slack.
I said, man, I didn't get molested in boys' home. Which is run by the church.
Boys' homes. That's true too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, there's been a rumor out there that there's been some little kiddies party and they all get drugged up. I can't give the full specifics because it's a rumor out there that people say that they all drink something and they all just get sleepy, and the next thing you know, this boy's voice cannot break. he's singing on the choir and his voice don't never get deep. And he acts like a girl. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, there's something else going on there. And they got all these secret society Vatican parties where they wear these penguin masks too. Today. You know what I mean? We've all seen them before. We call them the common folks like ourselves. We call them Illuminati parties. But it's just the Pope. It's just the Catholic priests and people in power who are friends with the Pope and they're friends and they orgy buddies. They orgy friends. You know what I mean? You can't forget who? Say it again.
Salaki, if I may, you can't forget the Dalai Lama about that.
The Dalai Lama, right? So this religious orgy that they're having is worldwide. You know what I mean? I'm sure Dalai Lama go visit the Pope one day, and who knows what they do when no one is looking to all these boys.
Right.
In their private parties.
Their private parties where they are free, they have freedom, they get to be liberated, they get to be who they are, who they can't be in their corporate attire, in their religious attire. Come on.
Right.
So let me continue reading this. It says, during ancient times, the celebration focused on indulgence and carnal satisfaction. With time, the emphasis of the celebration changed, but the rhythms of the music and the colorful costume persisted. During colonial times, the carnival consisted of physical games where men and women danced in the street, showing what was described as immoral gestures. All right, sir. So that is it for that, basically. See?
Okay.
So,
all right, sir. Salaki.
You finished, or you gonna go to our next one?
We have a article about Saturnalia. Sir, did you want me to go into that?
You can read something on Saturnalia because Carnival spin off into Saturnalia in December.
Right.
Right.
Another one can. This says Saturnalia is an ancient Roman festival and holiday in honor of the god Saturn, held on the 17th of December of the Julian calendar and later expanded with festivities through to the 23rd of December. The holiday was celebrated with a sacrifice at the temple of Saturn.
Right. So they did sacrifice, right? Of course, they sacrifice pig and probably goat and I think a donkey or something like so, or horse. But there was a dark side to Saturnalia, which was the human sacrifice side. It has a dark side to it. That baby that was sacrificed in the feast of Saturnalia didn't come from a regular family and me go married and get my wife. And no, that child would come from this carnival feast. That child, this carnival festivity, which they go and they get a child where they don't really want. Give him up to the sacrifice to Saturnalia.
Right.
Because if you have dozens of women out there parading naked, even one must get pregnant.
That's right. Gone. Salakia and them don't speak about the open sex that take place. You know what I mean? During Carnival. You understand?
No man, that is the hush part, man.
Right. And Salakia, like Sir said before, him say, you know what I mean? In the past, Carnival has always been LGBT. So how is it now you can you call yourself straight and you go to Carnival? Well, you definitely can't. Slack.
No, I said I'm just supporting what you say. I said, yeah.
Gone. Right. So you definitely can't do that now because now the Gleaner is showing you that Carnival is a LGBT event. So no, you as a straight man who go to Carnival to have sex with a next man woman, to have sex with a whore, Zin, can you now call yourself straight going to Carnival? I don't think so, you know. I don't think so. You understand? You understand? So
The straight gay.
look, yeah.
No doubt about it.
What you're saying is so heavy because you have two women, right? One single and one is married, right? One single. She ain't see a man in years, maybe never, right? And you have this one woman who she getting touched up every night by this man. And out of the two, all of your efforts and your mind and thoughts going to get that one woman over there because she got the man. So what is the thing that you're thinking that you're not thinking?
That's right. God.
Why do you want her instead of the single one?
Right.
Single woman everywhere. Single woman out there be hoping and praying to the Lord day and night that there's a man that she can dedicate her whole entire life to.
Right.
But with the married one, of course, you know what I mean? Yeah, you get the Jim Screechy in the night, and you know, she got all the work that the man worked for, and she got it. You know what I mean? When you go there and the car is in his name and the house is in his name and all of the good stuff, right? That's his effort that you're trying to really take advantage of because you want to be with him. That's very gay. You want to be in his car.
God.
You want to be in his bed.
God.
You want to walk on his carpet and open his window and put his curtain to the side. That's gay.
Right.
That's very LGBT. That's very LGBT.
Right.
I'm putting in his box.
Say it again.
Right.
And I want to go in his box.
Right.
And when she goes there, when he leaves, he sprays the man's cologne on himself and walk out the door.
Right.
What a LGBT member.
Salakia, sir. I know it there in Carnival. Salakia, if I may, sir, in Carnival, the women are passed around from one man to another man. You understand?
Right.
Basically, them exchanging fluids. You understand? I mean, all right. There's something gay about you wanting to have sex with a woman who have sex with another man, you know. Because, like sir say, you put your thing in a next man box, basically. See? So now when that man have sex with him woman, bust off in a she, see? Which part them juice they go? Which part them fluids they go? You understand? When you think that woman is creaming, you know, you understand that cream where you think she cream. You understand? That is not no cream. See? That is semen running out for you from a next man out of that woman. So you wanting to have sex with a next man woman is gay. Salakia.
Very good. Yeah, man. Before you get to all of that graphic stuff, you got the sweat that is on the broad, man. The sweat. The sweat should I tell you, say, yo, this is not a woman's sweat, man.
Right.
She feels strange. She feels funny.
Right.
You know what I mean? God, everything Carnival said was, that's very cold, you know what I mean?
It's the donut truth, sir. Salakia. You know what I mean?
True. It's true. Brothers do that stuff.
Right. Gone.
You know what I mean? Brothers do that stuff every day.
Right.
In Jamaica. It's disgusting. Right. Man. Disgusting.
God. Right. And Salakia, sir, if you ask a man...
Yeah, man, because, I mean, Remember saying Jamaica, you know, the Joe grinder is a character, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Well, that's what Joe grind does. Walla walla in the next man thing.
Right. Good. And he's exalted to sir here in Jamaica.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Them call him a gyalis. You understand? If you ask a man if you hear a next man brief, he would tell you, he would say you're crazy. But
Right,
yet
right.
a man don't have a problem if put him rod somewhere where a next man put him rod. Salakia. You know what I mean? Just the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even worse.
Even worse. And on top of that too, because of him, a lot of us don't grow with no fathers, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? We grow up with no fathers, and the youth grow up confused. The youth grow up to be LGBT members, real LGBT members themselves.
God.
You see what I'm saying? Some youth grow up to be violent because they're trying to show their manhood without knowing how to be a man because their father wasn't there.
Right.
And so when you're looking at the crime in Jamaica, nobody wants to talk about all these things that really the church has told people that it's okay because you're saved in Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ will forgive you for the crimes you are going to do.
Right.
Going
It don't make no sense. Christ will forgive for the crime that you're going to do. That's why this young man right here. Make no mistake. This is a man. This is a brother.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He went to church.
That's right.
He went to church. When he take off this thing, whatever he's wearing, right? He's one day he's gonna get in trouble and he's gonna go to church. He might not go to church every Sunday, but he was raised in church. Church is where he's from.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And where is his mother from? Church. His mother's from church. You know what I mean? Where's his father from? His father probably got chased out of his life from church. They're all from church. His grandmother is from church. His grandfather is from church.
Right.
All right.
And Salakia, when him reach a crossroads in his life, he's going right back to church, like you said, and be a Christian pastor.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Understand.
And when time he get to go a little too old now, you're gonna see him put on a suit and say, he's talking about, he might get baptized.
Right. In
the name of Christ, the blood and Christ and the Father and all that stuff that over there that they don't know nothing about.
Right.
And probably baptized already too.
That's already.
Salakia. And Salakia again, not to mention, you know what I mean, how much Holy Ghost filled, water baptized Christians are there in that carnival, you know what I mean, naked, shaking them ass and going back to church Sunday.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right. And then on top of that card one, right? You wonder why at some point in some Christians' life where they feel a need that they have to go get baptized.
God.
Because they know that all their life they've been like him. That's what they've been like. They've been like him, and they know something in their soul of souls is telling them God don't like that. So they feel like the answer is to get baptized. Right. No, brother, no. Right.
The answer is to change. Fight that feeling.
That's right.
Be a man.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. You got to fight.
All right.
This
so
is
anybody
that need to be throwing kiss like that to no cameraman.
Right.
God, that was disgusting.
All right. So we're up at the end of the show. Does anybody have any closing statement before we close off? You know what I mean? Another excellent show. You know what I mean? Big up to Officer Azab. You know what I mean? For, you know what I mean, giving his wisdom, sharing his wisdom here on this show tonight. And, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Bringing the Holy Spirit.
Hey,
you understand?
Let the other officer there come in and introduce himself.
Officer
Azab.
Protestant in the New York school. He over there chefing up in the school. You know what I mean? God, right. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You go.
What is that? Oh. Shalom, Yabashim, Yashar Rakathum. You know what I mean? I'm priest and officer. Salakia. I'm Precinct Officer Paratazar, Yonkers, New York, Officer 500. Go on.
There, man.
All right. All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I see you over there, sir. I see you over there, sir. You ain't want to go back home, huh?
Boy, I love my woman. Love ya.
God.
Sorry, Christ.
Yeah, man, that's a real Jacobite, man. Jacob loved his tent. You know what I mean? God. Yeah, man.
All right, we said any closing statements? Anybody want to close off with a final word for the people them before we close out?
All right, we get Officer 5,000 as of headquarters. Even find on
Most
top.
time.
Most High in Christ, you know what I mean? Most High in Christ, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay. If people in Jamaica, right? If anybody sees this today or tomorrow or next week, right? Make sure you share this, man.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? You don't never hear anybody talking like this, man. You know what I mean? Find a radio show, man. Find someone who you know, man. And you want other people to hear this. All right, stop pretending. You don't get nowhere by being bashful. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't be in the closet, man. Be free and liberated and make the truth get out there, man. You know what I mean? Don't let Satan win, man. You know what I mean? Let the truth be free. Let the truth of Christ be out there, man. We got men of the Lord in the I.S.U.P.K spitting wisdom, man. You see what I'm saying? The article that's talking about people get to be free and liberated. Well, what about the truth? Can't the truth be free and liberated?
Right.
Don't let Satan win, man. Come on.
Right.
All right. And with that, we say like this video, share upon all social media platforms, subscribe to I.S.U.P.K Jamaica, follow all our pages. You understand? We're on all social media platforms. Zin, subscribe to the Breakdown YouTube channel. You understand? This is the Breakdown podcast where we break down all the strongholds that hold back the children of Israel today. And with that, Shalom. Shalom, sir. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Thumb.
Shalom, you have a thumb.
Prepare slaughter. We bout to bombard their whole operation. Certified priest, prophesied this my occupation. This shit outrageous. They done made the truth docile. That's why we on the corner crying aloud, looking hostile. It's U.P.K style. Can't stop now. Far this warfare couldn't last one round. Let the oppressed rise, and let the rich mourn till the sundown. Enough with this shit, about to make it hot, call it compound. This for my niggas, put the guns in the drums down. Dwelling in peace till the Lord call for the blood hail. Try to decide my death and got beside yourself. Swore drawn for what you perform, how you gon' hide yourself? Devil got to die for his lies and advance. Ain't got no love for them crackers, nah, just cruel intentions. And in my father's house is spinning mansions. I got plenty bitches, worthy of vengeance. This your death sentence. I'm talking to you. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter. That they do not rise and feel the world with lies. They die for your skin, you gon' die for your crime. That's why I'm talking to you. So warn for your life. Your life try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Till the devil's let the end is still. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah. Now they shook from vicious words out this handed book. About to take these rappers back to school. My flow said the hook. They crossed the line, ain't no coming back. You became no cowards. The only thing sweet is the honey jet. Righteous is the Lord. Give me rest from my sorrow and hand down death for them devils. This there's no tomorrow. Why? Cause they violence leave a man a stiff corpse. You see a flag in a bench, I see horns in a pitchfork. Go ahead. So please believe it, the white man is a demon, and I ain't gonna vote with him to free me. No. They beat us till we, they call them permanent spiders, knife till they throat like ceiling. You got this nigga on his knees, they wanna have peace. We screaming, let this bitch burn at 1,000 degrees. I'm laying in the bosom of revenge. I told her I'd do anything she please as I squeeze on the double D's. Fuck you mean? I'm talking to you. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, slaughter. That they do not rise. Go in and fill the world with lies. They die for your skin. You gon' die for your pride. I'm talking to you. So warn for your life. Your life try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Till the devil's done the end this shit. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah.
The police just shot him for no apparent reason. No reason at all. They asked for license and registration. That's the police officer over there that did it. With the black on. I can't really do shit because they got me handcuffed. I can't believe they just did this. I'm fucking back!
It's okay, I'm right here with you.
Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, slaughter. That they do not rise. Go in and fill the world with lies. They die for your skin. You gon' die for your pride. That's why I'm talking to you. So warn for your life. Your life try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Till the devil's done the end.